So next up is the tool that I use, which is the MT4 Trade Assistant. So basically how you want to go about getting this is you are going to have to sign up for like an MQL5 account. It's pretty straightforward, and then you just type in Trade Assistant and it'll come up here, and then it'll say like buy, rent, whatever. It's like $100. It's like $100, I think. If you want to rent it, I can't remember how much it is to rent, but to just straight up buy, it's $100. It's a really good tool. And then when you buy it, if you then close MT4 and come back into it, what you will see is the Trade Assistant in this market section right here. And again, I will probably we'll create a channel for the settings, and I will put those settings. Yeah, and then you guys just all you have to do is click load and then copy and paste the settings into this. So it's setting 1, right? Okay. So let's go into the tool itself. The tool itself has a couple features. This is obviously your risk percentage, but so this is your risk percentage. This is your lot. It calculates it automatically. And then if you want to sell, buy, sell, stop. So that's obviously sell and buy at market. Sell, stop, buy, stop, sell, limit, buy, limit. But the way that I personally use it is if you click minimize on this little box, you'll then have your 3 lines, like you click these 3 lines. And then what you can do is set your TP, set your SL, and set your buy limit, right? If you really want to, what you can do is if you click price, it will tell you the price, and you can, let's say you get your TP and your TP from TradingView, then you can copy and paste that over, right? But you can also just do that afterwards. So let's actually enter a position and let's show you exactly what you can do. So I'll get rid of the terminal because we don't need that now. So we're now in this position, right? Our TP's up here, our SL's down here, right? So there are a couple things that we can do. First off, basically the way that you manage the trade is through this little box right here. So you click the 3 little dots, and these are your options. You can close in full, you can set to break even, you can hide your SL and TP from the broker, you can close a percentage of your position, you can edit your take profit and your stop loss, you can put on a trailing stop, I don't use that one, you can set a break even point, and you can set like partial points and partial loss points. I don't do that, but if you want to do that, you can. So for the break even point, what you want to do is, let's show you. Sorry, I'm not used to BTC, so I don't know, right? So I think if I do 10,000, okay. So here is our little break even line, right? So what I did there was I just typed in 10,000. So that will be 10,000. That'll be 1,000 pips above. So currently it's 1,000 pips above our entry. Then all we want to do is, let's say we want to break even when these highs get hit. Yeah. Well, when price comes up and breaks that high, that will just automatically tap you at break even. So for example, let's just put it there and let's allow it to tap the break even point. Just give it a moment. Obviously it has to, it's not the spread line, the actual price has to come above. Okay, there you go. So there you go. That's very useful. Break even, right? You don't have to sit and watch it. Lovely. So there are a couple other things that you can do. Again, if you ever want to drag the stop loss, you can just drag it like this. Same with dragging the TP. You could just drag it like this. So there are a couple things that you can do as well. So let's say partial close, right? We want to close 50%. So how you do that is you do the 3 dots, partial close, lot percentage in price, and we want to close 50% at this price here. So where is that? 23728. So at 23728, and then you click the box, click, and then you click the little plus, click, and then you'll see now you've got this little TP sign. So you've got this, right? So now this controls where you partial. So let's say, okay, I want a partial here. It's gonna partial 50% when that's hit. So 0.05 lots. Let's just allow that to get hit. I'll skip to it if it takes a while. All right, so there we go. You can see TP1 closed. It closed 0.5 lots. So let's just go into the terminal and check that it did that. So there you can see the buy was closed at 0.5 lots at 24278. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that is how you use the trade assistant. Again, if you want to manually go break even, so let's say like, okay, you've got, I don't know, go do something, or price has moved off and you just didn't set a break even point, you just click break even plus 0, and that will take you to break even plus 0. So to break even. If it's plus 2, then that will take you 2 pipettes above break even. Again, if you want to close, let's say I want to close a percentage of my position. Let's say I want to close 40%, right? You just, again, 3 lines, click, close position, 40, and then click close. Okay. Right, so that's nice and simple. And then again, terminal, you can see we closed 0.2 lots. Perfect. So let's say that we want to enter another position from this point. How do we go about that? Well, it's exactly the same. Your 3 lines, click your 3 lines. And now obviously we've got the like, sort of looks like the trading view like tool, right? So again, we just do exactly the same. Let's say that we want to, enter here with stop loss below here. We just click and then click place again, place. So now you can see, you can actually move these around, right? So let's say we don't want this one in the way. Yeah, if you want to get rid of this little box here or bring it back up, like the like colored in bit, you just click on here and that takes it away. That takes it away. And then if you want to bring it up, you can do that. Again, if you're like doing this and they're all getting in the way, you can drag them about so that you can keep things like nice and tidy. So again, let's just go through a couple things. Let's say we want to break even. So basically these points is 0.1 of a pip. So the last thing that you want to do is have your break even, like have it automatically at like 20. That's going to be 2 pips away, right? So imagine if you just clicked this button right here. I'll show you what happens. If you click this button right here, it brings it right there. So you're automatically going to break even. That's not what you want. So again, I don't trade BTC, but in this case, in this case, we're going to want to do it 10,000 pipettes away, right? And that's going to put it up here. Normally you just want to do it like 10 pips away. So just put in 100 and it'll put your break even point at like 10 pips away. And then you can move it however you want from that point. So let's say we wanted to like break even at that high, right? So that will make sense. Now let's go over like the potential bugs that can happen. So sometimes if you don't have the settings correctly, your TP and your SL, when you've got it on this point right here, as price moves, let me actually just show you. Let me just show you. I'll show you what happens. Give me a second. Lock. So false. False. Okay. So let me show you. So let's say we want to go place position, right? Again, so you can see if you don't have your settings correct, as price moves, your TP and SL will move with it. So if that ever happens, just right click, go into expert advisors, properties, scroll all the way down, should be near the bottom, and it will say, let me try and find it, lock TP, lock SL. You want to lock both of those. Okay, so that is the first bug that can happen. Okay, as you see now, when price moves, you'll see that the TP and the SL don't move with you. So what is the only other bug that I have encountered? I'll show you. It's fairly easy to fix, but basically, right, lines. So you can see the difficulty here is if I want to drag the SL, it's basically the SL, the TP, and the actual like entry point are all at the same point. So you can't drag the SL and the TP out. This is a really easy fix. Just open, so we click the three lines, open the little box to open this bigger tool, get rid of the lines, and then click, and then basically click price, choose. So I'm going to choose a price point down here for my SL. So let's choose 23400. So 23400. And then for my TP, let's choose like 23800. So 23800. And then you just click lines again. And there you go, it's fixed. Okay, and then obviously you can drag them as you please. So those are the only two bugs. Again, it's a really good tool. I'd really recommend it. If you're stuck on this point here and you want to like get rid of this because you don't like looking at it, just click the lines button again, and that will get rid of you opening a new position. If you want to hide these positions, you can just click that, and that will hide the positions. I'm trying to think what else. Is there anything else? Not really. Again, if you want to close the positions, you can either do it through the terminal or you can actually do it on here. And you just click close. So let's close like the position of break even, right? So let's close this one. Close, and that will close the full position. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Basically, whenever you're setting partial close, make sure you change it to lot in percentage and price, and then obviously copy that over. And then, so let's say we wanted to close, I'll show you, I'll give you another example. So let's say we wanted to close at like 24, so 24,000. So we type in 24,000. Let's say we want to close 50%, type in 50, and then you click the checkbox. So you check it and then you click plus. Okay. So that's your TP1. If you want to close another position, so this will close 50% of what's left. Let's say you want to close 50% of what's left to 24,100. You do exactly the same. Make sure the box is checked and click plus. And now you can see we have two positions here. There are also options if you want. You can play around with your the settings, because there are options to, so this one is for, so obviously you can see I've only got price on there, but you can show the profit percentage of your account. So if I just click true, you see, oh, with this trade I'm up 0.17%. You can also show how much you'd be up if you hit your overall TP. And the way you do this is TP. Let me just check. So yeah, so TP, and then you go down to percentage of balance, true. You can also show your RR, true, all that sort of stuff, and then just click OK. And that brings it up for these ones. So this is closed at this nets me about 1.7 R, and if I close this one, this nets me about 1.7 R as well. And then if we go back into Expert Advisors properties, you can, just bear with me. There you go, TP 1 of 100, true. Okay, so you can see if this hits TP overall, it will give me 4.26%. Again, if you want, you can show like the overall RR. And the nice thing about this is not like, let's say I wanted to remove my partials, right? This calculates it including the partials. So if I go to partial close and I click minus, you'll see that now I get 5.66%. So when this percentage here shows you your overall net gain if it was to go all the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else that needs to be covered. It's fairly straightforward. Again, I'll give you my settings. I'll put it in a channel somewhere, but I can't think of anything else that needs to be covered. I think if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the channel.